These vanilla chocolate chip cupcakes will be a crowd pleaser. Kids and adults will love them. They are nice, fluffy, soft, with that hint of chocolate from the chocolate chip. Absolutely delightful. Now, the things that you need your tools, you need a mixing bowl, you need measuring cups or a weighing scale to measure your ingredients. You also preferably need a hand mixer to whip things up and mix. But if you haven't got that, you can make this just using a hand whisk. We're using caster sugar, which is quite different from white granulated sugar, and we're also using self-raising flour. Now, if you're a little bit puzzled about the difference between caster sugar and white sugar, self-raising flour and plain flour, then you need to check out my detailed video on all the common baking ingredients. It explains it clearly in that video. You will need eggs as well as butter. Make sure that your butter is soft and at room temperature. It's a vanilla cupcake, so we're going to be using vanilla. I'm using vanilla paste. You can use vanilla extract as well. And of course, you're going to need your cupcake tray, a muffin tray, and your cupcake liners, which you're going to use to line your baking tray. And the final ingredient, which is no surprise because it's the star of the recipe, is chocolate chip. You can use milk chocolate, but if you want, you can also use white chocolate chip. That would work as well. The first things first, let's line our cupcake tray using our cupcake liners. Now, one pro tip I will give you is to try and find good quality cupcake liners. The really cheap ones may look like they're saving you money, but actually they're not as robust and they can get soggy or they can peel away from your cake. So try and find good quality ones. Line your cupcake tray and set it aside, and let's get ready to start whipping up our different ingredients. The first thing we're going to do is mix in the butter, which is at room temperature, nice and soft. And we're going to use the creaming method to mix the butter and the sugar together. When you cream butter and sugar, you are incorporating a lot of air into that mixture, which makes a nice aerated mixture. When you bake your cakes, that translates to nice fluffy cakes, or in this case, nice fluffy cupcakes. I'm using a hand mixer to mix it up because that's nice and easy. Of course, if you have a stand mixer, that works as well. But if you don't have either of this, you can use a spatula to mix it up together. It will just give your arms a workout. Mix it all together for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's nice, pale, and fluffy and looks like this. So this is the consistency that you are after. This is the sugar and the butter nicely creamed together. Next, we are going to be adding the eggs into the mixture. So you add the eggs one at a time and mix after each addition to get the eggs to be fully incorporated into the mixture. So when I put the first eggs, I mix for about 30 seconds and then I put the next one. Now, if you're watching this video and you really want to learn how to make amazing cakes, then please do subscribe to my channel. I have lots of easy to follow cake recipes as well as tutorials that will help you learn how to make and decorate amazing cakes. Add your vanilla flavoring. Like I said earlier, you can use vanilla bean paste or vanilla. And if you don't know the difference, again, you should check out my baking ingredients masterclass video that goes into details about all the different cake ingredients so that you will know exactly what they do and how they are different. Give it a scrape to make sure all the bits at the bottom is nicely incorporated. Otherwise, you'll have undermixed stuff at the bottom, which is not great. So next, add in your flour. We're using self-raising flour, which is why you may have noticed we're not using any additional leavening agents like baking powder or bicarbonate of soda, because of course self-raising flour already has leavening agents. Mix together until it is nicely combined. You can do that with the hand mixer or the stand mixer, or you can use a spatula, as I said earlier. Sometimes what I like to do, just to make sure I don't overmix, is once I've incorporated, and I just switch to using a spatula and then just give a final mix. Once you can't see any speck of flour, then that's ready to go. Measure up your milk chocolate chips, also called chocolate buttons. Add that into the mixture, and now you want to gently fold. Can you see that rather than stirring and mixing, I'm just sort of folding it in a sort of bringing it from the outside into the middle until it gets incorporated. That way you don't continue to overmix your mixture, which will make your cakes tough. And the mixture, as you see, it's quite thick, and it should be. Don't be tempted to add milk or anything to thin it down. It should be this thick. If it's sticking to your spoon, what I tend to do is use 2 spoons, scoop it up with one, and then use another one to scrape it, because it's quite a thick cake batter. But it makes a most delicious cake, and you want it to be thick to accommodate the chocolate chip. Put that into your cupcakes, and then once that's all done, we're going to transfer the cupcakes to our oven, which has been preheating right from the beginning of when we started baking, and we're going to bake it until it's nice and ready. While your cupcakes are baking, cross your legs, have a cup of tea, a nice drink, and yay, the cupcakes are ready. Already you can see the chocolate chip all scattered nicely into your cupcake. Leave it in your cupcake tin for like 2-3 minutes, but don't leave it to cool down. You want to take it out so that it doesn't get a soggy bottom. Ideally, you should be putting it on a wire rack, but I didn't have a wire rack, and I just put it on a couple of pot holders, but that works well. And let's have a look at our chocolate chip cupcake. And I noticed that actually I use 2 liners. Sometimes they get all stuck together and you end up using 2 cupcake liners rather than one. And look at that, the back of that nicely done, not soggy, because I use good quality cupcake liners. And there is just generous amount of chocolate chip, nice and soft. And if I just give that a squeeze, you can just see that that is a super soft cake, and it tastes absolutely delicious. Honestly, you should make this for your friends, make this for your loved one, and for kids. It will be gone in seconds. So if you make this, make sure that you take yours and keep it away. Otherwise, you will find out that it is gone in a flash, and it's absolutely delicious and so easy to make. So I hope that you make this